I'm going to show waves and the glue. These are both highly regarded to be pretty accurate to the SSL G Buss Compressor. I only have the trial version of the glue. Here we go. So we're going to set this at where you'd expect. 4-to-1 ratio, 10 milliseconds attack, auto release. I'm going to take out the makeup and set the threshold to 0. And I'm going to do the same thing with the glue. Okay, so let's look at the dynamics here. And something's buggy. I don't know if it's waves or if it's plug-in doctor, but it's really hard to keep this thing from crashing. So bear with me here. So let's get these about the same. We're going to see about the curve here. I think it's about 25 is where waves call 0. Let's see. All right, so we got an extremely similar curve right here. I could get that a little bit closer. I'm not going to bother right this second. Let's look at the release behavior. Okay, maybe we'll just mess with the threshold the tiniest bit here. And pretty much complete overlap, right? Look at the attack and release here. Okay, so that's the important thing. This is what we're looking at. If you took it out of auto release, you're going to get a much different release curve here. Same thing with the waves, right? Okay, so we're looking at the same things as apples to apples. Waves SSL and the glue are pretty much identical. So I'm going to pull in some of SSL's different plugins here. These are some of the newer SSL ones. The Duende actually was going to match the waves. Go ahead and try it if you have it. I don't have one on here, but I'll show you. Here's Waves Native Bus Compressor 2, I think. Let's see. So I'll put this on number 2. I'm going to match this to... I got to match this guy auto release. Now here, one thing that you got to know is SSL's Bus Compressor 2 plugin can do a lot of things the real SSLG couldn't do. You know, you don't have a side chain high pass filter, wet and dry controls. I think there's some attack and release settings you can get on there that you can't get with the real thing. But anyway, let's put this on 4-to-1 and bring the threshold down till they match. Okay, so I wanted you to see something really important here. The attack characteristic is completely different. We can get the release pretty much the same, but this, put this on a snare drum, you're going to get a much different sound. Let's look at the ramp. There's some blow-by on this one, it seems like. The SSL version looks like blow-by. All right, so let's try the other SSL ones. This is the V6. Here we go for this guy. 4-to-1. Auto release, 10 milliseconds attack. No makeup. Let's get the threshold till they're about even. Okay, so this guy's a little bit closer. Looks like there might be some blow-by. Let's look at the attack and release curves here. Again, this is a much different attack characteristic. In fact, the release is going to be different too. Let's look at, I'm going to mute this. Let's look behind it. All right. These are totally different compressors. So if you grab the old SSL, I think it was the Duende, they would be pretty much the same as you're seeing from the glue and waves SSL. Okay, so I want to show one more compressor here. This is Intuition in bus mode and matching the 10 milliseconds attack, 4-to-1 ratio. And let's look right here. Here's the attack and release curve, just as you'd expect. And here is the ramp. Very similar. All right, so that's Intuition, matching with Waves SSL and the glue.